Hi guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to my channel and to a new 1 hour crafting. And today we're going to be making a super fun, quick and easy pop-up book. And for this, I'm going to be using my Magic Circus digital collection. This is one of my Patreon's collections of last month. However, now this is available on my website, so I'm going to link it down below in case you want to play with this as well. And I just went ahead and printed out some of the designs. There are more on this collection, but I think these are the ones that I am going to be using for this project. And that is the beautiful thing about digital papers. You can print as many as you like. You can pick and choose which pages you need more of or less of. Before we get into the tutorial, I want to mention that today I'm going to be live at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on my Patreon. So if you would like to have a fun, chatty, crafty chat with me on Zoom, go ahead and check the link below, and we're going to be meeting, talking about crafts, talking about everything. And I'm excited to get to meet you as well, because I've never done a Zoom. I'm always, even when I do live, I don't get to see you guys, so I am super excited for that today. So I'll put the link below if you guys want to join my Patreon. And it's open to, the Zoom meetup is open to every level, and I'm going to be giving you a sneak peek of the collection, and that is coming up. So we already have the March collection, and I already have the April that I finished last night. So I'm so excited to share with you because I think you're gonna love it. But anyway, so let's get into making this book. So when I printed these pages, all I did is select print on the PDF. These are all combined on a PDF, so that way you can print exactly the same size that I have here. If you have an 8.5 by 11 printer, you just go ahead and print, and they will come out exactly like that. Now these are high resolution, so if you wanted to print this on a 12 by 12, if you have like a large printer like that, you can also do that as well. So those are the pages that I am going to be using. So basically just one of each on the main designs, and we also have like the white backgrounds that are my ink savers, that I like to call them. We also have those extra sheets, and I printed out the ephemera here because we're going to be playing with that. Now I'm going to be building this book on heavyweight cardstock. I'm going to use black. You can use white as well. And what I'm going to do is cut 5 pieces of 8.5 by 9. Okay, so this is going to be super quick and easy. And so let me just move this over. So again, this is heavyweight, and I'm going to do 9 inches. Okay, this is already 8.5. Okay, so I'm going to do, like I said, 5 of these. Okay, and I'm sorry about my nails. I was gonna do my nails right now, but you know what? I said I'm gonna get this project done. I only have so little time before I have to get ready for the live event. And like I said, I'm super excited, and I'm gonna try to do these events maybe once a month. So here I have my 5 pieces of 9 by 8.5, and then I am going to do 5 pieces of 8.5 by 8.5. Okay, so 8.5 by 8.5, and I want this to be super fun, super easy, but also to kind of feel like a storybook, you know, like a children's book, something that kids can even like look, flip through the pages, and just have fun looking at their pictures. Okay, so let me count here. I have 2, 4, and let's just do one more, 8.5. And then I'm going to do 2 more pieces. Okay, and these are going to be 8. I'm going to do 8.25 by 8.5. Okay, and these are going to be what I'm going to use for the cover. So I just want to cut everything ahead. Now we are going to score. Okay, so let me bring this one out, and we're going to score the pieces that are 9 inches at 1/2 inch along the 9-inch side. Okay, and now I'm just going to fold along the score lines. And then we are going to join the 9 by 8.5 with the 8.5 by 8.5. So I'm going to add some tape here. Okay, I'm going to add my double-sided tape and press down. And then we are going to peel off the tape, and I'm going to add the 8.5 by 8.5. So I'm just going to line this up together right here, and then we're going to remove the tape and press down. Okay, so we're gonna join the two like that. Okay, so here I have my 5 pages, and each one opens up, right? So now I'm going to put this on the side. I still have the other 2 that we cut, and now we're going to cut our design paper. So I'm going to bring out my cutter, and we are going to cut this at 8.25 by 8.25, which is basically the size that these prints to. So I'm gonna save these 2 for my cover, and I'm going to cut the other ones. Okay, so again, we're just gonna cut along the line basically, and take these out. But this should all be 8.25 by 8.25. Okay, so I have all my pieces ready, and now we're gonna start gluing them to our pages. So what we are going to do is treat the page like this. So this is going to open up, and we're going to add the paper on the inside. So I'm going to start with this page, for example, and I want the page, if you're using this collection, I want the page that when I design like a main page and a matching page. So I want to put them like that. Okay, so you want the main page on the top and the matching one on the bottom, and I'm just gonna glue them here. So I'm gonna add my glue. Okay, and we are going to put this right here. Okay, so I'm gonna put it right on the center, and I'm going to add the matching one on the bottom. Okay, so here we go. Press down. Okay, so that is the first one. We're gonna do the pop-up section in a minute. So that is gonna be that, and then I'm going to do the next. Okay, and then I'm also going to use this one. I'm gonna print a different one for my cover. Okay, and now to add the interactive elements, I am going to cut around these pieces here. So I'm just gonna fussy cut around them, and then we're going to add the pieces. I want to show you how we're gonna add each one of these. Okay, so I have all my little elements here, and I'm also going to need some brass for some of these pieces here to make them like a little bit more interactive. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the first one. So for the first one, I am going to use this little guy here. I'm going to make this be the pop-up. So when we look at this way, we're gonna close it, and I'm going to do my pop-up. Kind of want to do it on the side. So when we look at it this way, it's going to be the left side. Okay, now remember, when we turn it around so we can cut it, it's going to be your right side. And I am going to cut about an inch here. Okay, so I'm gonna go 3/4 from the edge, and I'm going to cut right there, and then I'm going to do another 3/4 here and cut there. So we're cutting deep about an inch, and then this is a 3/4 inch section. And notice I'm not measuring anything, you know, it doesn't have to be super perfect, but as long as you cut these two lengths the same, we should be good. So now I'm going to fold these to the front. This is going to be a little hard because it's hard weight cardstock, but it's okay. So I'm just going to do it now to the other side. Okay, and now we're going to open up the page here, and now you're going to see that cut that we just did come forward. Okay, so again, we cut about an inch here on the depth, and we're going and just calculating the section where it's going to be, you know, trying not to cut the horse. And now we're gonna push this in and fold it. So now that's gonna look like that, and we're going to press down. Now on this section here, I'm going to glue the paper that came out. It's okay, glue this one. Okay, and I'm going to glue in there this guy. Okay, so he's gonna be like a little different plane, so it looks more 3D. And I'm going to add glue here on the front, and I'm just gonna place him right there. Okay, make sure it's not coming out from the side of the page, and then we're gonna close this. Okay, wait for that to dry. Now if you like, we can back this up on heavyweight cardstock again, so it's not, it's more sturdy, but I think this is fine as well. So now we have that little pop-up. You can add a picture here, and of course pictures on that side. So that's our first one. Now let's see what is the next one. So for that guy, I'm going to use the umbrella, and I am going to make him kind of hold the umbrella, and then we can move this umbrella around. And I am going to back this one up on my cardstock, because since this one is going to be touched and moved a lot. Okay, so now I'm gonna place this by his hand, and I'm going to poke a hole here. Okay, and be careful with your fingers on the back. Okay, and then I'm going to use a brat, and I'm just looking for a little one here. Okay, and we are going to pass this through and then close it on the back. Now when you close this brat, don't make it too tight. Okay, so you want to make sure these can move. Okay, so you just want to make it loose, and then I'm going to secure the brat with some tape. And here we go. So now we have this page with this little umbrella. Okay, we're gonna make a move, and you can of course add your picture right there. And now let's move on to the next one. We have this little guy, and I think for this one I'm going to do another one of those pop-ups, and so I'm going to put this guy forward a little bit. So I'm gonna put it somewhere over here. Again, it's gonna be on my left side, but when we fold it and turn it around, it's going to be on your right side. And I'm just gonna go right there. So I'm gonna cut one section and then another one about the same distance. Okay, and then we're gonna fold these to the front and then to the back. Okay, so fold to the front and to the back, and then we are going to open this up and push that in like that. Okay, and now I'm gonna close this, and then when we open that up, we're gonna have that pop up, and I'm going to glue this again, and then we're gonna glue this cute little guy here. Okay, so again, you can back this up on heavyweight cardstock. Just gonna put that right there, and now we're gonna close this, open it up again, and then here we have our little guy. Okay, so now for this one I want to do a couple things. So first I'm going to add the balls and he's gonna be kind of playing around with that. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, and 3, but of course we're gonna make these spin around. So I'm going to use my brats, and I'm gonna need 3 of these. Okay, and we're going to add the brat on the center of each one. Okay, so now we have all of those. Look how cute they spin around. And then on this other side, I am going to put the elephant. Of course, you can just leave this for a picture as well, but I think he will be really cute here too on this page. Okay, so for this page, I'm going to use the horse and the girl, and I backed these 2 pieces on heavyweight cardstock, and I am going to put the girl here, but we are going to make her move around on the horse. So she's going to be balancing in there, and I am going to add the brat. I'm going to put this lower because her leg's really skinny, so I'm going to put it over here. So she's going to be on the horse. And now we are going to do that cat. I'm gonna put it on this page more towards the center. And there you go. So now we're done with all of our pop-ups. How cute is this one? I just love how three-dimensional it looks. Of course, you have area for a picture on the back, and then you have areas for pictures on the bottom. Okay, now to glue the pages together, make sure we have the right orientation. So this is gonna open like that, and then we're gonna put this one, it's going to open like that. Okay, so you want to glue these two pieces back to back, and I am going to remove the tape here. Okay, and then we are going to add the glue all over here. Okay, and the glue. Okay, and then we're going to put this one on top. So try to line them up. And there you go. Okay, and that's okay. And I'm just going to press down, press down. I'm gonna open that up and press this one down. Okay, so now we have the first and the second one, and now we're gonna do the same thing with the next one here. And there you go. So now we have our pop-up pages finished. Look how cute this turned out. I love it. So I'm not gonna do the covers on this video. I'm going to edit this, get it posted, and then I'm going to work on the covers, and I'm gonna do a part 2 because I want the covers to be really interactive as well. And so we're gonna be using the 2 other pieces that we cut out as the covers, but you don't want to glue those yet. Okay, so I hope that you guys enjoy this quick project. I love how this turned out. I hope you guys like it as well. And again, I'm going to be live on my Patreon just in a little bit, so make sure that you check the link down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye bye.